So today we're talking about trusting in your timing of your life, trusting in the timing of your life. Also, what's preventing you from being where you want to be, a big thing that's preventing you from where you want to be, and how you can actually fix it and expedite the reality that you're living in. Okay? So if you like my energy, please like and subscribe on this video, and comment below what you feel about it so that I can respond and interact with you guys and see how you're feeling and what lands for you as it comes up. Also, this is a blessing for me when you comment. It's really like you giving back in a smaller way, but important way for me, so that it can boost the algorithm and I can help the souls that I meant to help. So I really appreciate you guys who comment. So thank you for that. And if you don't know me already, my name is Grace Moralia. I specialize in trauma healing, subconscious reprogramming, and limiting belief work. I help you heal the core root of what is blocking you in your life, any old wounds and patterns that are blocking you, and I help you live your true and authentic self and your soul's purpose through this work that I facilitate. If this energy resonates with you, if you like my vibe, you can book a session or I do a longer term coaching program online, and I also do in-person retreats in Sedona, Arizona, where I live. So if you are interested in any of those, you can text me at my business phone number down below. Please just text me if you're interested in working together, as I get many text messages. So I would appreciate that. All right, so let's get into it, shall we? So first thing is really, really important to have the aspect of surrender in our lives for the timing and what's gonna be coming, what's gonna be going. Ultimately, we've never been in control. Even when we think we are, we're not actually in control. And that's a thing that causes humans a lot of pain, is this push and pull with, if I don't do it, then nobody else will. If I don't do it, I'm gonna be stuck. If I don't complete this task or make sure that I'm safe, there's no way that I'm gonna be safe. And that feeling of control comes from a lack of feeling safe in our bodies. So the way that we teach ourselves how to trust our lives is to surrender more. And so I want you to notice where you're trying to control and make your life go quicker and quicker, and you feel that it's not working. If you feel resistance as you are trying to get things done to this point where you feel you're pushing against a current, if you become aware of your life, you'll notice when you're pushing against the current. And so that's where I want you to not do that. Learn to surrender when you feel you are forcing. Force is not going to create what you want. Force is made of a lot of resistance and can really slow things down as well, because that type of energy and that vibration is really halts things. It's low. It's not a vibe. Okay, it's not the vibe. And I understand that, but I just want you to notice where you're trying to control and where you could see where you could surrender more, just to create the space for whatever the universe wants for you. All right? Your role is to tune in to yourself as much as possible, tune into your intuition, and to feel what's right for you. Feel what you're being guided to do. Feel when you are guided to let go or to trust or to surrender or to take action. These are all visceral feelings in our body. So when we ignore what our body says and what our intuition says, that's when we create issues for ourselves. Not that there's a right or wrong path. I do not believe that anymore. I used to believe that, and now I just feel that there's a more aligned path, and there's a path that I'm gonna learn more lessons that can still help me grow on a soul level, but isn't necessary for me to do to get to where I need to go. So make sure to choose your battles wisely here. I really want to get into this point, and hone this one in, but also for all of you thinking that I'm 18, I'm not. I'm in my late 20s, and I've been facilitating this work for 9 years, 10 years, pretty, like almost, it's almost 10 years, like right there. And so I've healed myself from all of these wounds that I talk about. I'm not perfect, but I have facilitated this work for over 2,000 clients one-on-one to heal the core root of their wounds and traumas and really help them transform their lives. I have many testimonials on my website about this that you can check below, but just letting you guys know I'm older and I've been doing this for a while, so just feel like the need to say that for some people who think that I'm super young. So I have a lot of experience. Anyways, so I want to talk about what is holding you back from expediting your timing. So you can actually expedite, this is a little deeper, your timing in your life. Ooh, it's 6:20. Oh shit, I was supposed to leave by now. Oops. I always do that. I always show up for you guys, okay? I'm like supposed to be doing something else, but I'm showing up for you. Okay, so I want to talk about briefly what holds you back from expediting your timeline. So what I mean by that is if you vibrationally are not ready for something, that's it. You're not vibrationally ready. So you can actually get yourself more vibrationally ready for the life that you're trying to create. And the only way that you can do that, please hear me, my manifesting babes, the only way you can do that is through doing the inner healing work. You cannot create your dream life if you are carrying weight from the past. You can't. You're not gonna feel free. You're gonna have the same types of patterns all around you, even if you got this big house. You're gonna have the same patterns in relationships that you had before if you do not do the trauma healing, subconscious reprogramming, and limiting belief work. You are going to not be able to get to where you wanna go. So we need to go deeper within what is blocking you. So let's look at your beliefs. Let's say you wanna get out of a job, and you really, really wanna get out of this job, but you really have this big belief that says, I can't get out of this job. Okay. So what I would say is we go to the belief. We go to the belief first, and we actually hone in on it and say, what is this? What about this belief? What about this belief am I holding on to? What kind of emotions does this belief pull up for me? What am I saying that this is for my reality? We really have to observe what we're carrying in order to let it go. So the way I would facilitate it with you is we would go to the core emotion of what is behind this belief that's keeping you in this job. And what we would do is we would hold space for it to heal and be released. And then you would be able to keep going into it, whether you decided to journal about it, or you kept doing some of the tools and practices that I teach, or just really focusing on releasing it. Why? Because instead of going out there and doing all the things to get me out of the job, I need to go in here and see what part of me is still holding on to the job, because the reality is going to mirror me. My reality is going to mirror what I feel inside. So I would say, what are you holding inside that is keeping that life away from you, right? When we do it this way, we are changing and we are taking full responsibility for our lives and getting out of victimhood. And instead of it being like, oh, life is happening to me, life is happening through you, and you have creative control over your life. Okay, so I want you to take responsibility for your healing and see what in the inner world is keeping you from the outer world that you want. If you do it that way, your miracles will come in, and I guarantee my whole life on this, your miracles will come in when you do the inner work. I've seen it for me, I've seen it for a bunch of other people, it works, all right? So it's like, that's how you can fix it. So next time you see something out there that you want to change, ask yourself, what is this reflecting from within me? Where does this bring me to? What is that wound, okay? What is that belief? What is that emotion? It could be from this life, it could be from childhood, it could be from past lives, and it could be a generational trauma or even a collective trauma. All of us are connected, and many people have the same things going on. You'd be surprised how not unique your issues are. So many people have the same wounds. I see them over and over again, and I call them the core four. I'll name them: shame, people-pleasing, unworthiness, and fear of abandonment. All of these are fear. Anything that we're carrying that is not love is fear. So ultimately, we have to say, are we choosing love or fear? Are we choosing to allow fear to dictate our lives, or are we surrendering more into love, surrendering into divine trust, surrendering that we're here into the knowing that we're here for a purpose, and taking responsibility for the healing work that will allow us to then create the mirror of our lives around us, which will represent what's going on within us. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. You can book sessions with me online or in person. You can do a full-on coaching program with me if you'd like by texting my business number below. I love you. I hope to talk to you soon. All right, bye.